Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is the Oscar Flies Again heist in under 60 minutes. No armor, no snacks, cannot use snacks. All raw gameplay. For the career progress, all in one run. Now a huge tip I will give you first is complete the heist normally, do it 100% normal, get all the extra planes and helicopters, because they do carry over. I don't know if it was a glitch for me, you guys will have to let me know, but for me, it carried over, not the first time, but 2 times it carried over, and I saw it for the same for the other people. So 100% the heist first before you start up this run, but you don't have to. I didn't use any of the extra things like the armor that they give you or the extra health. And if you guys appreciate me showing you guys this method, leave a like on the video. And let's put it on hard mode. Now the first mission up running, they actually take away your vehicle and give you a bike. And Rockstar just really wants you to suffer by going up this mountain in this tiny little bike. But there is an insane OP method where you don't even have to go up the mountain at all. Just go up this little hill here and you can take the satellites out from here. So if you have a sniper and a homing launcher, it can only be done with a homing launcher. Take out the sniper, zoom into the tower, and you will see I have the Mark II, so I have thermal and explosive rounds. You can use explosive rounds, but I'm just using homing launcher to show you guys it works with whichever one you have. And then quickly, while still aiming down sight, switch to the homing launcher and shoot instantly. And watch how far it goes. Boom, it takes it out. And then the plane, this is the best part, the plane spawns right in front of you. And again, I have a Mark II, so I have the explosive rounds, and I could easily take the plane out right here without you chasing it down at all. If you don't have an explosive sniper, use a minigun or even just use some sticky bombs. And then pick up the packages, and this is so easy. Just drive all the way to the finish and then go through the last cutscene. And that is by far the easiest one on this whole list. Second easiest one is the main heist itself. Moving on to the second mission, set up Mogul, where you have to go steal the jet. So for this one, just get in a plane. I know what we're going to say, Ryan, why are we getting in a plane? But it is the fastest way to get there, even with the rocket-powered vehicle, which yes, you can use rocket-powered vehicles, and I will show you guys that in the next part. But you're just going to fly away to destination, and you could literally just parachute on top of the plane. It's that easy. Now you do have to be careful. But thankfully you can restart this with no consequences. Just quit the game, force quit game, then join back. Or even just join a new session and it won't count towards the time spent. So it will instantly reset it back to whatever it was before this mission. And as you see, my plane doesn't lose that much health. I came pretty close to dying, but before I got away with half health I think it was. So you just kind of have to be a little bit smart about it. Land on the wing, don't hit yourself on the body of it. And instantly get in. It's that easy. And the little tip for the jets chasing after you is that just go all the way up when you first take off, because if you are close to your ground, it's a little harder to evade the missiles they shoot at you. So that way, if you're all the way up in the sky, you could go down, gain some extra speed, more room to maneuver, all that good stuff. And just to show you guys that even I can do it, these guys for some reason had some insane aimbot on me. I don't think I've experienced this in the 5 times I've played it so far. But on this one I decided to record, they had some really crazy aimbot. It got me down to about 5% health. But even then, when I still went to go take out these other objectives, I still lived. So it's very easy. If I could do it with 5% health left, you can 100% do it as well. And I would recommend going in the order I did as well. Starting from the left side to the right side. That way you have a clear line of sight to the field that you have to land at. And that is mission passed. Now for the third setup intel, you're gonna want to have a fast car. So again, you could either use a Vigilante, which has a rocket boost, which Rockstar finally forgot to take out and prevent us from using. They took out other weaponized vehicles except the weaponized Ingus and Vigilante, which is super funny to me. But if you don't have any of those, you could just request an HSW vehicle, and if you are on PC, you now have access to that with the enhanced version. I requested the Banshee GTS, the fastest HSW vehicle in the whole game now. And these do help a lot when you have to travel far distances. As for the drone part, it's pretty straightforward. Now the second server, when you go in through the left side. That way you could easily take out the guy right there. You do have to have a line of sight, so just be careful. Other than that, it's that simple. And again, spam the boost. That's pretty obvious, but spam the boost the whole time you are flying. And like I said, Vigilante rocket boost, and this is helpful in some future missions. You guys are going to see it's very helpful in future missions with other helicopters and enemies, because you can still lock onto people even in these missions. Because you see, if I didn't have a Vigilante or even the weaponized Ingus, if I chose to use that, I would have to get out, take them all out one by one, risk getting damaged, because these guys have some pretty cool aimbot as well. But instead I could just spam the missiles so easy. And I do park my car on the side of this house, so when I walk up the steps, I don't have to meet a lot of enemies up the steps. Instead, I go to the side, get in the vehicle, and get my way out of there fast. And then again, just with recording things, when I'm not recording, it's fine. But when I record, 2 sharks attack me. Of course, it happens when I record, but even then, I still beat it with the sharks attacking me, so it's completely fine. And this one's kind of RNG. You guys can go to gtaweb.eu and see all the locations where these packages spawn, but it's pretty much RNG for the most part. They will appear on the minimap in a pretty good radius, so don't have to worry too much about how much time you spend on this. But if you feel like you're taking a little too long, like maybe at least 4 minutes underwater, I would just restart the game at that point. Again, like I said, just using the jet ski, I go back, walk up the steps, only take out the boat, take out 1 or 2 guys over here, and get in my Vigilante and get out of there fast. The next step is Iron Mule. Now you can either use the Vigilante or the weaponized Ingus. I did choose the weaponized Ingus because on the off-road trails, it's much easier to control than the Vigilante. So for this one, depending on your gameplay style, it really just depends which one you want to use. But either way, the weaponized Ingus has the gun on top, very easy to use. But the Vigilante does have the missiles, which is good for the helicopters that come after you. Or another great choice is the Armored Kuruma. That is another amazing choice because you can shoot out the windows and park right up next to these things. But again, the weaponized Ingus does have no back windows, so you are pretty safe from people shooting at you with this vehicle too. But you gotta see why I chose this, just shooting it with money gun, so easy on top of it. And then when the helicopters come, I did stay inside of it. If you do get outside, you do have to be careful. Make sure you have the RPG on hand to take out these helicopters. That's the most dangerous thing you gotta make sure you're looking out for. And then the fastest way to get the backup helicopters to come after you is destroying all the vehicles. Killing all the enemies is the biggest thing you have to make sure you do. Also, there are some crates around that you could destroy that create explosions. Go into the settings of this video and turn on slow motion 0.5 and follow the route I did, and you should get it pretty easily. And then I only took 1 helicopter. And again, if you did do this before, 100%ed it before doing this playthrough, in the next mission you will have all 4 helicopters. So just in case your helicopter dies somehow, even though it shouldn't, you will have a backup, just in case. So the next one, set up ammunition, parachute right on top of the helicopter, get in and just go straight to the boat, get the ammunition. This one is another very straightforward one. No need to get the other packages. It's really not needed at all. Even if going for the biggest payout, it's not even just going to complete it for the money, it's not needed at all. And now the main heist, the Titan job. This one, again, I don't know if it's a bug or if it is actually because it carried over, but I had both available because I did complete it before, 100% it before. So I have 2 different options. Now the actual fastest option is to take the one your own, because you have more control over it. You could go right on the back of the Titan, but it's only about a 10-second different, and I'm going to show you guys how. So just getting in with Oscar here, we're going to go up to the Titan, and this is where you just aim, shoot at the back. Some tips I'll give you: shoot at the trunk of it. When you're up on the side, try aim for the front so the bullet spray hits it accurately. When the submarine missiles do come, you can let 1 or 2 hit you. All you really need to worry about is destroying 1, so you're pretty safe from the rest that come after you. As long as you destroy 1 of the missiles, all the other ones can hit you no matter what, and you will be fine. So when I took my own plane and shot at him with my own plane, this is where I got the cutscene and he crashed. But as you see, it wasn't that far along because just about like 10 seconds later, I get him to crash, and it's not going to make really too big of a difference. So if you want the easier route, just get in with Oscar. All you have to do is aim at shoot, basically. And then when he crashes down, this is another pretty hard part. So before you jump out, take out the 2 helicopters in front of you. That's going to be a big help before you're on foot and don't have anything available to you. So first off, when you land, you just got to be careful. Go for the headshots. And this is, I shouldn't have to say this, but auto aim is a huge help here. If you are on PC, you can change it to auto aim in single player, then join back in online and have auto aim. That is a huge help for going for all the headshots and everything, finding enemies in bushes when they're hiding from you. I did see some other people take the armored Kuruma. I don't know how they got the armored Kuruma here, because when I spawned in my vehicle, it spawned all the way on the other side of the road, and I had to get in the Insurgent and drive to the Kuruma and then drive back, which was a total waste of time. I didn't have any problem doing it without the Kuruma shielding me from both sides. Again, you just gotta be smart about it. Stare at the minimap when you see enemies spawn in next to you. Stop, aim at them, shoot them, take them out. Then continue going with repairing the engine. Same thing for the ammo. All you have to do is make sure you keep the eye on the minimap for when enemies are coming up on you. I think I did about halfway before I took a little break to take out some enemies coming up after me, and then I just grinded out the rest, basically hoping no one else came out. And even though I was getting shot at, I was okay. I didn't panic too much. And then once you're done, spam Y, get in the Titan. That's all, take off. And then onto the targets. The first one is pretty self-explanatory. Just shoot at the 2 vehicles moving. A little intro. It's a little intro to get used to the weapon on this Titan. That's pretty easy. The next one is submarine. So get a pretty decent lineup here. It will take 6 bullets to be destroyed. So remember that, 6 bullets to be destroyed. So make sure you hit all 5 shots first. You will only have to reload 1 time. If you are lucky, you can aim it exactly right to where you have time to reload and not turn back around. But I did have to turn back around 1 time. And for the train, the biggest tip I'll give here, shoot for the front. You can actually stop the train. YouTubers have been dreaming about this day forever, but you can finally stop the train in GTA Online. And then the train will stop, and I only had to do 1 turnaround as well to take out the rest of the targets on the train. And now you just return back to the hangar, and that is the mission complete. 46 minutes and 24 seconds on hard mode. $810,000. Again, all my stuff carried over, so I did get the bonuses somehow. I don't know if that's the glitch currently, but if it is, take advantage of it. But the normal payout should be $750,000. But again, I didn't use any of the extra armor. I didn't use any snacks. I did it all raw gameplay. And as you see, all the rewards, all tier 3, tier 4 rewards completed. All in one go. Also, if you didn't complete tier 1 and 2 already, if this is your absolutely first time playing it, you can complete the whole thing in one go except for the collecting $5 million. And for completing the whole thing, when you collect $5 million from it, you get the arms dealer outfit, $150,000 and 5,000 RP. Not too much to brag about right here for the rewards, but it's pretty basic. But $800,000 in under 6 minutes, that is pretty good money making method. I'm not gonna lie, that's very good. It might even beat the Clug and Bell raid. And we're still only barely a week out from when this released as of making this video, so there might be even more methods. If there are any more methods I find online, I'll link them in the comments for you guys to check out. But for now, this is the fastest way to complete the Oscar Guzman Flies Again heist. $800,000 in under 60 minutes. If you guys got this for a new video, probably means I liked it, so leave a like and subscribe to see what other video I make next.